You want to play a Retribution Paladin? Well, you came to the right place. But before we start this video, I'd like to thank Kurtspell for sponsoring this video. Kurtspell is a third-person anime-inspired action battle game created by COG. This beautiful game features amazing PvP and epic boss encounters. If you're interested in trying out the early access, make sure to check out the link in description. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my church. Today, I will fill you with the Retribution Paladin knowledge. This is my side bit. Let's keep this simple. I want to go fast as possible. I know you're here to just learn and dip out. Playable race. There's humans, normal dwarves, Draenei, Lifeforged Draenei, and Dark Iron Dwarf. Ord side, we have Taurens, Blood Elves, and Zandalari. Bam! Here's my tier list. Before we jump into detail, let me tell you that you can play any of these races and still go on the tippity top of the ladder. But if you do play S tier or A tier, you will have an advantage. Number 1, Blood Elves. Blood Elves are very good because they have a purge, and when you use that, you get 1 free holy power. You can purge temporal shields, which are big. You can purge a big pre-shield. You can purge Bop. You can purge Aura Mastery from Paladin and kick them, etc. Comes in very handy. Number 2 is Dark Iron Dwarf. You basically pop this to remove every dots you have, diseases, bleeds, poisons, curse, magic effect, and you get 600 strength, I believe. Yes, 600. And for each of those things you remove, adds for 200 more. Next we have Human. Basic knowledge, you get rid of a stun. It's very good. Next we have the A tier. Honestly, I think Tauren is better for Holy Paladins because they can stomp and run away. For Red Paladins, not so great. These are better choices. Or a Zandalari. They have 5% crit and big massive heal when they go into bubble. So free healing. Lifeforged Draenei, kind of a debate. You think they'll do big damage, but they really don't. I've tried playing it for a while. I think it's okay. It's not good as these up here. F tier, goodbye. Alright, next we have stats. Personally, I like to go all out mastery. Mastery increases the holy damage for Red Paladins. I've always gone all mastery. I tried crit, I tried haste, I tried versa. I like mastery the most. When I pop my wings, I do big damage. If you feel uncomfortable with the mastery build, you can go with the 50-50 build. It's a famous Cervantes build. You go 20% haste and 20% mastery, so you feel safer. If you want a third option, you can go with versatility. Alrighty, for the trait, we have Light's Decree, Imperium Power, Avenger's Might, and Indomitable Justice. For me personally, I like to go 1 Imperium Power. Imperium Power gives you a free Divine Storm. It does big damage. And if you play Crusade, it helps you stack your Crusade. 1 Light's Decree so that you have 5 more seconds of your wing. Third, we have Avenger's Might. When you pop wing, you get big mastery. So for me, I'm going 1 Light's Decree, 1 Imperium, and all Avenger's Might. I am playing the mastery spec, stacking mastery, popping wings, big mastery, big damage. Next we have the talents. To simplify it, I put it in my Photoshop so I can talk about it. The grayed out area means you could change it around depending on what comp you face. So this is the constant damage build, and this is the bursty build. So the first build is Righteous Verdict, just constantly doing Templar's Verdict to do big damage. Hammer of Wrath for that extra combo generator when you have wings up. Fist of Justice. Honestly, this row you could gray out too. You could play all 3. When you play Red Rogue, you could play Blinding Light. If you play Red Shadow, you could play Repentance sometimes. Stun is probably the most useful one in most of the comps, but you could use all 3 here as well. Wake of Ash for that 5 combo generator. This row I grayed out because you could use Unbreakable Spirit when you fight against RMP, which is Rogue Mage Priest, Rogue Mage Paladin. They get my bubble fast, so it's good to have Unbreakable Spirit, which lowers the cooldown of my bubble, and my Shield of Vengeance. You could use Cavalier if you think you could survive, or don't need Eye for an Eye. This is where you get double Steed, double Horse for more mobility. Eye for an eye I would use when I fight double melees, such as Demon Hunter DK, DK Warrior, Shaman Warrior, etc. Eye for an eye just helps you survive. It's a 1 minute cooldown, very good to use. This row, Selfless Healer is the best. These two got nerfed to the ground. Selfless Healer is just so good. Also, when you use your Imperium Power Divine Storm, it helps you stack Selfless Healer. The last row, I mostly use Crusade, but if you cannot stick to the target well, play Inquisition or Divine Purpose. Divine Purpose, I rarely play nowadays because it is very RNG. Inquisition, you have constant damage. Crusade, you have big damage. Divine Purpose, if you get no procs, you will do nothing. So this is your choice. For the bursty build, you only change one, which is Execution Sentence. Execution Sentence, you do your same burst rotation, but you would apply this first and then do a Templar Verdict for the big damage setup. Alright, the last talent build I want to talk about is Divine Judgment. Some people like playing it. Personally me, I'm not a big fan of it. Divine Judgment. Each enemy hit by an ability that consumes holy power increases the damage of your next judgment by 20%. Stacking up to 15 times. This is pretty strong, but if your enemy knows how to counter it, becomes kind of useless. If you want to play this talent, make sure you stack Indomitable Justice. For the Honor talent, this is my normal build. Basically, almost every single game I play like this. Blessing of Sanctuary, so I can remove a CC from my healer or my DPS. Hammer of Reckoning, I have another round of wings to do damage. The third one is Lawbringer. Lawbringer does more damage. And alternative choices you have. For me, when I fight RMPs, I change this to Law and Order, so that mage can't really run around crazily and cast. If you have a partner that has constant slows, you don't have to play this. But if you do not, this is very, very useful. A slow is always nice. You also have the alternative choice of playing Divine Punisher. Divine Punisher is very good. If you don't want Sank, it's a big risk. You could basically save your healer. But if you want to do more damage, you could play Lawbringer, Divine Punisher, and Hammer of Reckoning. Divine Punisher basically gives you 3 holy power if you cast a judgment on the same target twice. And then the last honor talent I'd like to share is playing Relentless and Vengeance Aura. You want to play this if you're fighting against a class that has a lot of CC. Vengeance Aura. Whenever you or your nearby ally with your greater blessing, which is your buffs right here, bam bam, within 40 yards become victim to a CC, your holy damage and critical strike chance is increased by 3% for 8 seconds. It stacks up to 4 times. So this will actually bump up your damage by a lot. So Relentless, I'm in CC short, and I get bigger damage. Lastly, I will go over my burst. I didn't make a guide for a while because I don't want Reds to get nerfed again. Every time I put out a guide, they just nerf it, I think. Hopefully we don't get nerfed again. So a lot of people ask me, how do I do so much damage?
This is insane.
The Red's doing 20,000 DPS, by the way. 20,000. That's actually insane.
Basically, Iron Dwarf is very good. And this is something I did not mention in my last video, but this is what we do now. Here's a secret tip, guys. If you play Crusade, you don't have to play it. But if you want to do big damage like me, ladies and gentlemen, you play Crusade. Alright, here we are. Crusade, big damage, right? I'm stacking up my holy power to get 10 stacks here. Bam, 10 stacks. After you get this 10 stack, then I would pop my trinket. And then my fire blood for the biggest damage. 2000 strength, 600 strength, Avenger's Might, and Crusade. I will do the biggest damage possible. You want to save Wake of Ash until you have everything here. Templar's Verdict, Wake of Ash, Templar Verdict, get another Holy Power Spender, another Templar Verdict. So it'll be triple Templar Verdicts. Biggest damage of your life. If you could line that up, it will do so much damage. Especially if you're playing Execution Sentence. The reason why I don't play Execution Sentence anymore though, is it got nerfed by a big number, 50%. It's still good, but if you want to just do constant damage, Righteous Verdict. If you want to do big explosion damage, which is like one time, execution sentence might do the deal. Alright, that is all for this video. I wanted to keep it short as possible. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer you. And yes, I haven't really been doing any PvP at all lately because after they added the PvE things, game is just unbalanced and not fun. So I've been staying away from PvP, but I'll probably get back into it. Anyways, hope this video helped, and I'll see you in Classic.